Okay, so if you watched last night's debate, and I'm betting you did, you know it got ugly, disappointing. There's not enough words, negative words to describe it. And some celebrities did not hold back on Twitter, telling everyone what they thought about the chaos. Emmy winner Uzo Aduba wrote, "To be surprised at the ugliness of last night's debate is to have ignored what the country has been reduced to for the last 4 years." Brie Larson urged us all to take a breath, writing, "Your remote exists for a reason if you need to use it for your well-being." And comedian Jim Gaffigan tweeted, "My children behave more civilly when I take their screens away than Trump did tonight." And actor James Woods didn't think Joe Biden answered a single question or had a specific campaign plan, calling him the ghost candidate. Yeah.
Sounds like a Disney movie.
Right, with a villain. Here's the thing, Jeff. You know, they're laughing about it. We're all laughing about it. I feel like these candidates owe us more. I'm glad there's going to be another debate. And if you weren't here, Jeff, when I updated, the debate commission has just come out saying that they promise that they will have additional structure for more orderly discussion for their next two debates, which we need to start hearing some policies as constituents.
Absolutely, and I think they owe it to America, both of them, to have another debate and a more civil debate at that. So I'm glad to hear that. But as far as celebrities chiming in, listen, they all want to stay relevant and they all want to put in their 2 cents. But, you know, here's the thing. I do my research, so I don't care what Wonder Woman or Batman or Spider-Man or whoever it may be to chime in on their political views, because I have my own, and I think everybody should have their own. So if their favorite celebrity is voting one way, it doesn't mean you should vote that way. It means you should do your research, find out what best suits you, and vote for yourself.
I'll push back, though, because, listen, I agree with you when it comes to research, but the power they have, the platform they have to get people to register to vote, I'm not one to always applaud Kylie Jenner. There's a long history there, but Kylie Jenner stayed away from commenting on the debate and talking about her politics, but instead she is trying, Jeff, to get her nearly 200 million followers registered to vote. So after grabbing attention with this bikini pic on Instagram, Kylie posted a link to vote.org. And here's the thing. They then saw a surge in traffic, a 1,500% increase. So roughly 50,000 people went to the site, Al, just through her post. So for that very reason, I think it's a responsibility of celebrities to speak out and speak up.
Do you know what, Sam? I think you and Jeff are having almost 2 different arguments, because Jeff is like, go out and educate yourself for yourself, figure out which candidate was best for your life, schools, roads, infrastructure, that kind of stuff. And that's important. You have to do that. That's your responsibility as a citizen. But at the same time, Kylie Jenner does have some responsibility with those 200 million followers, because if she's saying things that aren't true, things about vaccines, things about, you know, the flat earth, whatever, that's also irresponsible. So they both do have a responsibility, and I hate to be middle of the road here, but I do agree with you guys, but I think you guys are having 2 different discussions right now. But as it pertains to people saying that entertainers can't speak, I get that a lot with comedy. People tell me, you know, shut up and stick to comedy. I'm like, who better to talk about this than me? I've been to all 50 states. I've been to the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest. I went to college in the South. I lived in Miami. I lived in California. I lived in New York. I perform in Toledo. I go to Des Moines. I do these cities. I talk to regular folks in real situations, in relaxed situations, and get to know their life. But I don't have a voice, so I find that interesting sometimes.
You're a citizen. We're all citizens. Jeff, do you want to put a button on this and then we'll move on?
Yeah, I think we're all having a good conversation here. Jason Mraz, for example, is my favorite singer. I'm not going to vote for who Jason Mraz wants to vote for, but I'm not going to get mad at him for who he votes for either. So I think we're all making good points.
Yeah, I agree with you. And
wait, let me ask Jeff a real question.
Yes,
now, Jeff, what if whatever candidate promised you 4 Jason Mraz concerts in your house a year? Now, is that going to sway your vote?
Yeah, that's 1 for each of our birthdays, so that might sway my vote. I could be bought.
Jason Mraz was a Bernie supporter, just FYI.
No.
Jason was a Bernie supporter.